We have to forget about worrying about the globalization is bad, it's negative, it takes jobs away. NAFTA was bad, we lost jobs in Ohio as a result. We got to get away from that globalization and take care of ourselves. Getting jobs here in the United States, that's what really counts. We have to be clear about that and work at that. So he wants an American tribalism. That's my words, my way of viewing this thing. A strong American tribalism where we take care, we keep our culture alive, we keep our own values, keep in mind what the founding fathers were all about, and so on. Now, Pope Francis is also critical of globalization, but he says it's ambivalent. When globalization brings people together, improves the fight against poverty around the world, where it creates more harmony, then globalization is a good thing. When it hurts cultures, when it hurts individuals, when it hurts local situations, that's bad. So he's fundamentally ambivalent about it. And so he says the same thing about the new tribalism, the America First theme. And he would agree with Trump that if globalization hurts a particular culture, a group of people, an economic system, a political way of life, then it's bad. So there's agreement between the Pope and Trump on the negativity that happens as a result of globalization. But the president, the pontiff, his idea is that a true American tribalism that goes back to our roots and celebrates our virtues and raises up our heroes and celebrates all of that, has an economy of its own, that is a good thing. In fact, he says sometimes uses the same language that Bannon uses in playing that up. So it's a good thing. But he says the question is, will that new tribalism be closed in or open up? Will it turn in on itself, or will it enter into dialogue with other cultures, cultural encounters, to serve the common good? And of course, his test case is immigration. So remember that President Trump and the Pope had their to-do about the wall. And the Pope said, Trump's building walls, and the Pope said, Christians don't build walls, they build bridges. So the critique of the Pope, of Bannon, is he's not open to the refugees. He's not open to those who come from other places. And that's the test of whether the tribalism is open, good, Christ-like, Christian, religious, spiritual, or whether it's destructive and finally demonic. Let me look at this economically. I can't see.
20 of 4.
What is it? 20 of 4. I started at 3. Okay. Economically. Here we have something more to draw on, because Bannon Skyped in a talk on capitalism to the Vatican, into a group of Human Dignity group, of which of Cardinal Burke is on the board. That was another way that New York Times tried to link Bannon and Burke. It's true, Burke was on the board, and Bannon gave a talk that was Skyped in and so on. And he started out by saying that I'm a capitalist. I believe in the capitalistic system and so on. But it has gone bad. So now he starts to talk about how historically he thought there was sort of a golden age of capitalism in the United States. It's hard for me to exactly see what, he doesn't name what he thinks of, but you probably could think of it post-World War II, in the Eisenhower era, before the counterculture of the 60s and so on, when capitalism did what it's supposed to do, that is benefit the general population.